Tatiana, this show is phenomenal. It is so
awesome.
much fun. It is so bingeable. I absolutely love it. First question I have for you is Jen is forced to integrate the She-Hulk into all aspects of her life, her professional life, her dating life. Um, how has that impacted the ways that she views herself and how the world sees her?
That's a great question
Thank
because
you.
that feels like the total crux of the show. You know
Right.
what I mean? Is like she does have to contend with suddenly occupying a different body and being looked at completely differently and being spoken to totally differently and being allowed into different rooms and all of that. And that sense of suddenly being, in power and having attention is like a fraudulent feeling.
Right.
She really struggles with it and midway through the season there's a great episode that really digs into that. And you're talking about the dating life, same thing. Would these people want to date her if she were
Right.
just Jen?
One of the things I absolutely love about the show too is it feels like the in-between moments of the MCU.
Yes.
And I think I live for that stuff
Yeah.
because just watching her set up a dating profile, A, it's so relatable,
Mm-hmm.
but B, it's like stuff that you don't see in the MCU. So just as a collaborator with Jessica, can you talk to me about working with her as a collaborator and how she kind of understands you guys and the characters?
Yeah, she just gets it. And the reason I wanted to do this part was exactly what you're saying, is for the in-betweens.
Yeah.
Is for the moments like of banality, the like very everyday life stuff that set against the backdrop of like also this woman is a superhuman
Right.
is like so funny and just it's exactly the kind of stuff I like, because the big stuff is great, but I always want to know like where are they eating afterwards?
Right.
You know what I mean? Or like what do they do if they trip, like stub their toe or like their cape doesn't fit? Like that stuff is what humanizes a character and also makes it so funny and
Oh,
like
yes.
all of it.
I
Yeah.
live for that
Yeah,
stuff. It's
same.
so good. Now, I want to talk a little bit about Mark Ruffalo because he's been portraying this role for about 10 years, roughly,
Yeah.
give or take. Can you talk to me about what surprised you the most about his embodiment of performing the Hulk and Bruce Banner? Or I guess the same?
Yeah, I feel like what surprised me the most, but also didn't just because I know he's such an incredible
Sure.
actor, is like it surprised me how much he comes to set with this sense of like everything's new, and like whatever he just always seems to be exploring and experiencing it for the first time.
Right.
So there's never this sense of like, yeah, I've been doing this for 10 years and I'm like phoning it in. He's absolutely present. He's always stretching that character and he's always listening. And he really he creates this sense on set with other actors and with the crew and everybody of like total play and
That's
like
amazing.
spontaneity. And we're both in mocap suits and
Right.
yet we felt like we were just like two kids playing. Yeah.
What did you want to bring to the role of Jen that wasn't necessarily on the page?
That's a cool question. I feel like whatever I did bring did just feel like even if it wasn't like on the page, it was inspired by the page.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's something about Jen, I was saying, like that occupies like a very feminine, joyful place. She has like an experience of her femininity that is buoyant and all of that, but she also has this kind of like little boy vibe about her.
Right.
And something about that was like, I think also knowing Jessica, like she and I just operate in that place together. So there was something about like just our own interaction that bled into the character.
Well, look, phenomenal job on the show. I absolutely love it. And the stuff between Jen and Nikki, I almost feel like a fly on the wall between
Yeah.
their conversation. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for your questions.